Modern Savage Podcast.
And we're off to the races.
Off to the races. 99. We're there.
Last one.
Last one for the big one.
We're heading into triple digits.
Oh.
Can I just apologize right now to everybody that I sound like shit because I'm sick as fuck. So I'm gonna try to cough. I'm gonna try to hack and sniffle off mic as best as I can.
I feel bad for the poor bastard that has to use that the microphone poof.
Well, I'm not gonna cough into it.
You're sitting there just licking it the entire show.
Sorry, just fucking snot all over it.
You go to the birth cast and you actually feel yourself getting the flu, but you don't know it. I thought I was too drunk.
Yeah,
Turned out I should be in quarantine.
it's all right. I got my little fucking herbal tea.
Your herbal tea. I didn't even know that you would legally be allowed to have that in this house. By Ryan law, that is.
I think he's. I don't know if he's a tea drinker.
He
I'm not a tea drinker unless my throat's fucked up.
Me neither.
Like this is really. It feels good. I don't really like tea though.
See, like Ruby likes tea, and I will like make her tea, and like I'll smell it, and it smells like it would taste good,
Right.
and then I taste it, and
it's
it tastes like ass.
Asshole. Yeah. This stuff's. I've noticed now that I've like I like hot tea. Like herbal teas are all right. But just regular ass fucking what's that brand of Nestle or whatever the fuck makes
Yeah.
Lipton iced tea, and you have that shit hot. I think it tastes like butthole.
Iced
Iced tea's gross.
Oh,
I
dude,
don't like.
it hurts my teeth.
Oh yeah, it's I've never been into it. I've always liked coffee, or if I'm gonna drink something that's sweet, just give me fucking fruit punch or something, please. Don't
Yeah.
fucking
Well,
don't tickle my balls. Just give me a fucking good thing.
I mean, there's like some green teas out
Fucking
there that
comes
are
from
pretty
the ground.
banging.
Fuck you.
As I was saying,
Go on.
there's some green teas out there that are pretty all right. But other than that, I don't. Ugh.
I can't do green tea is one of the worst for me. It's so. Just I don't know. It's gross.
Oof.
Like this one's I'm drinking a black tea, but it's like cinnamon. It's not bad.
It's probably because you
Sorry.
can't taste anything
That's
because
true,
your
too.
sinuses are all fucked up.
The one I normally do drink is this lemon tea because that's the best for your throat. Is lemon, and I don't have any lemon juice. But boy, what a fucking interesting conversation this is. We're talking about food.
we're talking about home remedy, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's horse shit. I never drink tea.
No, like I said, I mean, it honestly feels good on my throat.
Is it a soothing thing?
It's a soothing thing.
I got it.
Yeah, but other than that, once this shit's gone, I won't have any desire to drink tea
Oh, dude.
at all.
If I get sick, even if I feel like I'm halfway getting sick,
Yeah.
I don't care. I will walk into a Kroger and pay $18 for the biggest bottle of NyQuil that they have.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't go.
And I'll carry it around like a flask and start taking hits out of it like every hour or so.
Well, you mean Dayquil.
Yeah, Dayquil, right?
Yeah, because you can't be doing NyQuil during the day. That's reckless.
Yeah, just walking around the streets.
It's just the fucking robo
Like-
tripping like, hey, hey.
I'm trying to put mail in a box, but I'm actually just cramming my hand into a pit bull's mouth.
See, I was doing like a little bit of a social experiment because sometimes I'm like, does cough syrup really help that much? And I think it does.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've realized I'm like, man, every day I wake up, I'm like, it's been like Thursday will be a week, and I'm never that cold. I never have a cold this long. And I think because my normal method is like exactly what you said, but when I wake up when it's first coming. Now, normally when it's first coming, I buy the Dayquil NyQuil.
Mhm.
I'll take NyQuil that night, pass out, wake up in the morning, Dayquil, come home, NyQuil, and just repeat process for like 3 days, and then I'm good. Normally, I'm good.
See, I can't do NyQuil because I wake up and I'm already fighting my own fucking brain from being slow. And if I wake up after NyQuil, I'm slow for an entire day, no matter how much coffee,
That is true.
no,
That is true
how much
because
Adderall I take.
yeah,
It's just
that
I'm
is
not coming
true.
up.
It is true, and I think maybe that was part of me why I just didn't want to go out because I always would normally have some here, and I was just like, you know what, I'm not even gonna go get any. I have cough syrup, or not cough syrup. I have cough drops and the tea, and that's been helping.
Yeah,
So
I do the Dayquil, and I fucking just
see, and also,
live and die by it.
how do you? Because sometimes I swear Dayquil has a little bit of whatever the fucking they put in Nyquil. Because I'll take
They
Dayquil
probably strain it
before,
down.
yeah. Because, but I'm telling you, dude, I'll take the Dayquil and I'd go into work and I'd swear I'd be at work and be like, I'm a little bit fucked up. But it's not like Nyquil fucked up. But you don't
little
feel
something in
there's
there.
something in there. Like I'm a little bit fucked up. I think.
Man, this cold just has me all kinds of ways.
No, I think it's the Dayquil.
I know. I mean,
But it's just like, yeah. But also, I was just telling you before we turned the mics on that I've been walking around here. My head's just been so cloudy. It's just been like I feel like I'm fucking high as shit. Just like feel weird.
Yeah, like-
But it's like I know the difference. What I just said about Dayquil, like it's like you just took something, and that's probably why you feel like that.
yeah, like you're functioning because of
For
this.
sure. Yeah.
And that's why, like, I walk around with it like it's a fucking flask. It's
But I also slept a lot today.
yeah,
That
that's
could be
true.
one reason. But I've just been in a strange mood. Like I don't know. Like playful, but like confrontational. I don't know if you've seen
Just
me.
ready
I
to
don't know
yell.
if you've seen me on Facebook today,
Uh-uh.
but like, and I'm not trying to really fucking like hurt anyone's feelings. I'm just trying to get. I'm trying to
You're
get.
just
into
being a catty little bitch, aren't you?
I just want to have fun, and I think today fun would be getting in an argument with. Someone.
I seen you try to start shit with me earlier. Shut that shit right the fuck down.
I don't know. You know how I am, man.
I know. And as soon as I read your comment, I read it in your voice.
I enjoy just getting into debate.
Speaking of
fun.
debate, let's talk Black Panther.
Oh yeah, sure. I saw it over the weekend. I thought it was great.
Dude,
I really did.
I thought
The
it.
humor wasn't forced. I didn't feel like
No.
it was like a total different Marvel movie. It was something they changed the formula. It was fresh.
Something different.
It wasn't stale. Like every time.
Oh, spoilers, by the way. Spoilers.
I won't go that deep into them,
Fuck them.
but okay. At this point, everyone's seen it.
Oh, dude, it's
It's-
made
it's-
more
it's-
money than anything ever.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I'm assuming you've seen it.
yeah. I just think the humor didn't feel forced. Oh, it just didn't feel stale.
Yeah.
You know how every Marvel movie, especially that comes out nowadays, especially the origin story, the very first movie,
Uh huh.
everyone that comes out is like literally the same thing that all the other Marvel or origin movies were.
Mhm.
You know, this one just felt well. First of all, he was introduced in Civil War, so
Yeah.
that kind of got that out of the way. But there was a little bit of an origin story for him because it explained of why he was Black Panther.
This
He
and it
took-
picked
he
up right
took his
after Civil War.
Civil War, right? His dad was just killed, like in Civil War, and he's just become king and all
Yeah,
that.
it's
shit.
like he's like 10 days in.
Sure, yeah. But it just felt different to me. And like you had told me, Michael Jordan actually felt like Michael B. Jordan, sorry.
Yeah.
He actually felt like he had purpose in this movie and it was like relatable.
Yeah.
Instead of like every other guy's like, what?
You know
like-
who the good guy and who the bad guy
Yeah,
is.
but like,
And this one, you're like, I get it.
yeah, like on all the other Marvel movies,
Yeah.
you can, there's the clear difference. And then in this one, you're just like, well, who's actually the bigger prick here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I really just enjoyed that movie.
I did
really
too.
did too. Now, what I was going to tell you that I was talking to somebody. Actually, it was Mike McCartney. So I got to give him props for this joke. But it was more of something he had read and he had told me about, and I have since read about it. That when you really think about it, it's the plot to The Lion King.
Yeah.
Like he told me that, and I was just like, "Oh, dude, you just ruined the whole fucking movie." for me."
I realized that and I didn't care.
But then, like, I told him, I was like, fuck it. I still love that movie. But I was like, man, that's really gonna fuck with me the next time I see it, because he said they were what he had read was that people were comparing Michael B. Jordan to Scar,
Yeah.
and I was like, and that's when I had like the epiphany. I was like, oh my god, it's the fucking Lion King. That's literally what this movie is. The king is fucking fallen. The evil guy takes over, and everyone was just like, the fuck, this dude's
His evil uncle, I think it was, isn't it?
well, it was cousins in Black Panther.
Yeah.
Lion King Scar was the uncle.
Yeah.
But so his cousin fucking, he's the fallen king.
Mm.
He takes over, and everyone's like, well, fuck, he's the king. We have to follow him. But like, really, what the fuck is this dude talking about? He's crazy.
Yeah.
And it was basically like Scar and the Lion King. It was like, well, we have to listen to him, but fuck him, really. Like,
But in a way, I kind
and
of
then
want him to do this.
he had to come, and then the hero had to redeem himself and come back and be like, no, fuck you. And it was like literally,
And then took his idea.
yeah, yeah.
Only in a nice way.
So I just thought that was hilarious, and that was kind of like mind blowing to me. I was like, wow, that's so funny.
I introduced Ruby to Thor this week, Ragnarok.
Oh, she still hadn't seen it.
No, she hadn't seen it. And I'd been so excited about it for like weeks that I made her watch it. Why don't you set that over here?
I shut it off.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I made her watch it, and she'd sat through the first two with me. And like, if you've watched the first two Thors, they're hard to get through if you're not a real like MCU fan.
They're the weakest of all the Marvel movies.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't say they're definitely still entertaining because if you like Marvel and you like the MCU and you're a Thor fan, you don't hate the movies, but they
No.
are really hard to get through. Especially the second one. It's like, what's even happening?
Yeah.
The first one's cool because it is funny because it's like him first being involved with humans.
Yeah.
So it's his introduction. So, but the second one's just like, that's a really hard to get through.
I'm super glad they're at the point now where they're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, and the second one,
Like I don't need an origin story ever again. I'm over it.
no, and the second one, I think I've only seen it once, and it was like when it first came out on, because I didn't see it in theaters. It was like when it first came out on
Mhm.
video. So that's kind of why I probably can't recall what was going on in it, but I think even if I had just watched it like today, I would
You
still be
probably
like,
still
I
wouldn't.
still don't know what the hell's going on in this.
But Ragnarok, however, holy shit.
Yeah, and let me just it didn't save. It was a good movie, but it still didn't save. It's Thor trilogy is the worst out of all of them.
Yeah, but Ragnarok was so much better than the other two.
No, hands down.
Like
But I'm saying it didn't fucking.
it didn't redeem
It
it.
didn't pull that trilogy out of the water and just like, oh, it's alive. Like
No, but it ended
didn't.
ended
It ended
on
on
the
a
best.
good note, right? However, if Hulk wouldn't have been in it,
No.
that movie would have been. I'm sorry, that movie would not have been that great.
No.
There was a lot of forced humor in it. Mind you, it was funny, most of it,
But
but it was a lot of
it was that
unnecessary.
interaction that made
Yeah.
that movie.
Korg was hilarious.
Yeah.
Then the director, who I'm sorry, I forget his name. He
Something
voiced him.
weird.
So apparently that guy's hilarious because that dude he was definitely the funniest thing about that movie. Or Hulk, because Hulk was pretty funny too.
Yeah. I mean, the entire thing's a comedy. You can call it what it is. It can be a Thor comedy, and I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
But like, I
feel like for the end of times, it wasn't very dark though.
no.
The second one.
You could have made me feel it worse. Like I felt it like when she snatched
second
his
one was-
goddamn eyeball
the
out.
second
but,
one
like,
was a lot darker.
yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I understand that and shit, but I don't
I think a
know.
lot of the humor you got away with it because of where they were, like scenery wise too.
Oh, I mean, definitely, but
That definitely helped it.
it was still just when they would go back to that one, the Planet Hulk side of the story, yeah. But when they go back to the Ragnarok shit, and it's just still, it
Trying to be humor.
doesn't seem that menacing to me.
Yeah.
You know, when it's supposed to be like it's like she's come back, like their dad's dead, and she's just like, I'm gonna fucking take over. It's at the end of Asgard. So, and you just didn't really feel that.
No.
You didn't feel that. So, like I said, I mean, if Planet Hulk definitely saved that movie because if that story wouldn't have been, I think that they figured that out. They're like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
and had that not been included, that movie wouldn't have been as good as it is.
No.
Definitely
And
not.
like
Definitely
people were
not.
worried about like them fucking up the storyline with this, and I feel like it kind of gave everyone what they wanted. Like you got your Planet Hulk storyline within an MCU,
Yeah.
and you did it in a way that didn't fuck up the MCU.
And now, um, that's now saying that Iron Man's a close second in the worst Marvel trilogy. Now, it's dawned on me that there's only 3 completed trilogies so far. The Avengers is technically about it because there's going to be a 4th one. It
Yeah.
was supposed to be a trilogy, but whatever. I just think Tony Stark's been better in every other side movie or Avengers movie he's been in than his own movies.
Yeah.
Iron Man 3 is just like I really used to like to try to defend that movie because
I don't mind that movie.
I don't mind it either, but there is a lot of stupid shit in it. And one
I don't
thing,
even mind too.
the
Really.
the second one's not that. The second one's the best, I think. I really
I
do.
don't know, dude.
The first one is cool, but it was just like, Jeff Bridges, who I love. Just I don't know. I think the first one to me is just more like it's just like it was the first more ever Marvel movie,
Mm-hmm.
so they were just kind of like it's more of like it hasn't
Oh,
aged
nostalgia!
well.
Nostalgia's a big like influence in my love for that movie, though. I won't deny that.
But I mean, like I'm saying, Iron Man's only second because there's only 3 of them done. The Captain America trilogy is the best.
Oh fuck yeah!
The first one's not even that great of a movie, but the second and the third movie are just like out of this world.
Holy
It's
shit!
fantastic. Yeah,
Like Winter Soldier. If you
that could be the
If-
best Marvel movie.
if
Winter
you-
Soldier,
I just watched it too.
it's so good. It's just like Captain America's not even that interesting to people, and like I like Captain America
If-
now that they've introduced the MCU, but like there's no one in there other than
You take
Black Widow.
you take the if you took the entire like Marvel aspect out of that movie,
It's still a good movie.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking really good action like twist movie.
yes, and it was just like, holy shit, was that a fucking good movie?
The twist in it.
Oh,
How-
with Bucky.
well, number one, Bucky, but when he finds out Shield's been Hydra the whole time.
Yeah,
Like that what? Like that was awesome.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That's fucking.
that's what you
insane.
need. That's like it's one of those movies that keeps you on your heels, you know? Or your toes, whatever the fuck.
That whole dynamic with like Bucky and everything. They're really interesting characters.
Yeah, they are.
Like everyone's drawn to Bucky for some reason. He's not even like hugely popular in the comics.
No, not really, but not until he became the Winter Soldier, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, but no, not in, he was like the goofy, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to say Robin. I would like to say like Jimmy, like Superman's like he was kind of just like a guy like that. Just like okay, Captain America. Like that's like that was him in the comics until he became the Winter Soldier when he was a total badass, you know what I mean? I mean in the first movie Bucky was cool because they had to make him cool and make him like modern day, you know.
Oh yeah. Like well, he was still kind of like. Well, he was cool.
He was cool.
Yeah.
You know, I mean like
I was gonna try to nerd him up, but like
he really wasn't. Like I
was.
I was gonna listen to you and like he might be onto something, and then like you were like, no, he was cool. He really was.
Oh, he was rad as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, Steve was the fucking nerd. But anyways, we kind of drifted off there. How do you? Let me tell you this observation I had. Now, this might be different for you because you saw it in Steubenville.
Mm.
When I saw it, one black person in the theater. Now, my whole crazy theory on this is that not really theory, is that hypothesis, I guess. Yeah, it's like first of all, it's like where are people saying like people are like this is the first ever black superhero movie? Like, no, it's not.
No.
But
Fuck, you even got Blank Man.
yeah,
No one ever thinks.
Blade.
Yeah.
What was the Hancock, that Will Smith movie? There's been probably others than that. But
It's the
regardless,
first African themed superhero
it's an
movie.
African themed. It's a very I like the message of it and everything.
I do too.
And that's now. I'm not even going there. My whole thing is like the end of the day, it's still a comic book movie. And comic book movies are nerdy white people shit.
Yes.
Black people aren't gonna like I think everyone's just like, this is a huge movie for black people. Like they don't give a fuck. Why would they care? This is nerdy white people shit. So I'm just wondering, did you see a lot of
I actually did.
did you?
Yes.
Well, then maybe I'm full of shit because I was thinking I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of black people were like, I didn't give a shit about Black Panther.
I would say half the theater was black.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
You saw it opening night though, didn't you? Or like opening
I
weekend?
saw the Sunday. Yeah.
This is no opening weekend.
Even Sunday at like 1:00, it was pretty full.
Now I saw it. This was its second weekend, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw it the second weekend, matinee Saturday. So there were some. It wasn't full, but there were some people in the
Really?
theater. Yeah. In the I saw it in Weirton. There were people in there. Like I said, it didn't. I'm sure that the late showing that night, I'm sure there's going to be packed. I
Mhm.
guarantee it was going to be. There's only one black person in it, and I kind of just figured like I'm not really surprised because I figured like that's just nerdy white people shit.
No,
Comic
man,
book
like,
movies, you know.
There were families in there. Like they
That's
were pretty.
cool.
They were pretty
That's
psyched
good.
on it, and I was happy for them.
I mean, they should be. I mean, you know,
oh fuck yeah!
how many fucking comic book movies are there when it's a full white cast? Maybe one black guy, you know?
Every one of them ever.
Right. Exactly. So I mean, it was cool,
No.
but
They had Rhodey and Iron Man,
well, that's what I'm saying. The one black guy.
the token black guy.
Yeah.
Who the fuck was that guy?
Yeah, it was a different guy
That's
before.
Terrence Howard, wasn't it?
Yeah. And Iron Man 1, and then ever since then it was Don Cheadle.
Yeah, but that guy's fucking kicking himself.
No, I think it was a lot of it was I don't know if
They wouldn't pay him, and he fucking threw a fit.
he threw a fit, but he didn't like Robert Downey Jr. either. I've read a lot about it. So
Oh, really?
yeah, I don't know how much of an asshole that guy really is.
Who, Robert Downey Jr. or
Terrence Howard, because it's like
you didn't see him for 5 years, so I'm assuming he's a dick.
You kind of have to be sympathetic. Yeah, but you kind of have to be sympathetic if he wasn't going to be. I don't know. It's there's always two sides to every story, so you can't just automatically just jump on him and be like, well, he was the fucking asshole. You don't know if Marvel was fucking dicking him around, and that's why.
Well, dude, I'm gonna assume since I haven't seen him in shit since then.
I mean, it's a strong
probably him.
It's a strong he's been in shit, but it's a strong possibility.
I mean, he's in that new show on Fox, but
Yeah, I've seen him in a couple movies. It's just like he's just not been in blockbusters like Iron Man.
yeah,
But at the same time, that was the very first Marvel movie. He
And you didn't know.
didn't realize. I think had it been like when it's been actually established and it was like, okay, it's a success. This is gonna work.
then
He probably wouldn't have fucking left.
no.
But maybe he is kicking himself. Maybe he's not. Because like I said, he hasn't really had nice things to say about Robert Downey Jr. Which I could see Robert Downey Jr. being a fucking asshole.
You think?
Yeah, I mean, I love him, but I feel like behind closed doors, I'm sure not every day, all day, but I'm sure he can be a little bit cunty,
Yeah.
you know, and that might, it could rub people the wrong way.
You think they're gonna kill him in Infinity Wars?
Robert Downey Jr.?
Mm.
No, because there's going to be another movie. There's going to be another Avengers after it.
I mean, like, isn't the fourth one supposed to be attached to this one, like an abridged thing?
Somehow, but it's not going to be necessarily part 2 because it was supposed to be part 2, and it was going to be the third movie was just going to be one giant ass movie with
Mhm.
2 parts. but now it's Avengers 3, and now the next one's gonna be Avengers 4. So I'm sure they'll be linked,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not gonna be actually like up. It's gonna be a completely different movie, not part 2 of this movie. You know what I mean? So they must wrap. They must be some kind of.
Because they
Wrap-
filmed it all at once, right?
No, they're filming 4 now. It's currently in filming.
Mm.
That's why I don't think it's. That's why they were saying it's not part 1, part 2 anymore. It's a completely different movie. So if he doesn't die at the end of this one, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be like, oh, what? Because they want to use him for the next one.
Unless they use his death as a fucking...
It could use that, but who knows?
Because you know they're not putting away fucking... what's his shit? Thanos in this movie.
Probably not. Because, I mean, that's why this was going to be in a 2-part movie.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know. It makes you think. I'm probably done when Phase 4 starts, when they reboot.
Why?
Because
What if they go with
I'm bored.
Fantastic Four?
I'm cool. I don't care. I've never liked the Fantastic Four.
I don't either, but I'd be willing to give it a shot for them.
I'm not going through this again. Like, no, I'm not. I mean, I might see them, but I'm not going to get that invested into it.
Mm.
They're just going to start it all over. Like a lot of people, they'll regret it.
I don't think they're going to start. It's not going to be like a hard reboot.
They're going to basically be a hard reboot.
It's not going to be a hard reboot.
You can't keep Chris Evans and fucking Robert Downey Jr. all these people around and expect it's going to be a kind of a hard reboot.
I mean, eventually, but they're going to probably go in a different direction for a while.
Well, yeah, that's the point because that's why they're going to do all these new movies because
They can
can't
branch
keep,
into X-Men.
They can't keep sure they can do all that, but I'm not buying. Like I was cool with Phase 1, 2, and 3 and this part of the story. The second one, unless they really sell me, as of now, I don't really care. I don't care.
I think Spider-Man's supposed to be a big part of Phase 4, though.
I think he is too, and that's cool. I'll go see Spider-Man movies because I really like.
But I like that idea because that gives him room to grow into it.
Yeah,
kind of like just like Robert Downey Jr. did for a decade now.
Yeah.
Another decade, you can kill Spider-Man.
Whatever.
When he's 30, I don't give a shit.
I mean, and then there's all kinds of shit they can go into that with the they can go into the All-Star Spider-Man storyline when Doc Ock kills Peter Parker and then he becomes Spider-Man essentially. Doc Ock.
Oh, really?
I think he switches bodies with him and then kills him, Peter Parker as Doc Ock, but then he becomes Doc Ock as Spider-Man.
Oh, weird.
It's weird. They could do that. They could do the Miles Morales, which is probably what they'll end up doing.
Oh, absolutely.
Since they already, Donald Glover
Mhm.
was Miles Morales' brother or not uncle in the Homecoming. Yeah. So they're leading up to possibly do that. So, but I read something else interesting about Black Panther. You know how like everyone's like, oh, it's really a big racial movement
Mhm.
but like how much is it? Because I read an old high school friend of mine put on Facebook last night, and he's not a racist at all.
Mm.
It's just a general observation that he had, and he goes, "You ever notice that that how much is it actually a racial movement when there's a big issue in the country with black on black murders and violence and shit, black on black crime?" And he was like, and that's basically all that happened in Black Panther was blacks fighting other black and murdering each other. How much of a positive message does that send? And I was like, holy shit, wow.
Well, damn, when you fucking put it like that.
You know what I mean? But but everyone's like, and I know he's not a bit like a lot of racists try to be like, well, black on black violence is a huge crime, and it is a problem. But like white people fucking fuck up white people all the time too. So like, people in general are just dickheads.
Mm-hmm.
But that point was an interesting point. I thought, anyways. Then that's all I had to say about Black Panther. Other than I loved it. I'd like to see it again.
Oh, absolutely. Like I don't get into the politics of that shit.
No, I mean,
just-
I don't.
I
that
appreciate that
point,
fucking movie.
that point was just a really interesting point to me.
It
that I thought
was.
I'd bring up to you because that it really made me think. But I don't really think the politics of it. No, I don't think it's a big racial movement and
I
shit.
don't either.
That's just a bunch of fucking white guilt motherfuckers being like, "Let's fucking shut up." Just like,
When's it okay if
it's-
I go see it?
Yeah, like the whole shit about. That shit with the white liberals being like white people stayed out of the theaters.
Yeah,
no, I
yeah,
want to
fuck
see. I want to
yourself.
see this movie. Like that's fucking racist to be like. Could you imagine if black people just fucking were sitting in this theater and go, "Wait a minute, there's no white people in here." Suddenly, it feels like 1954 again. Where are the white people at? Oh, they're in all the other movies where they're allowed. You know what I mean? Like that's just so racist. To
They're
even,
watching in
to,
their own theater.
to even leave them alone. Like get the fuck out of here.
That's what causes racism.
Right?
You dumb sons of bitches.
No, I want to see this movie. It looks awesome. I saw it. It was awesome. A lot of black people think it's awesome. But here's the thing, though. And with all this shit about like this is like their Hogwarts. I have not seen black people like that.
No.
I'm sure they want to see it because it's interesting because it's like, oh, it's now we're doing.
Mm-hmm. It's one for
we're-
us.
it's one right, exactly. But like, they're not. So you're saying they can't enjoy Harry Potter. Now this is a Harry Potter they can enjoy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
'Cause there's three
Like,
black
and then
kids
like
at
you see
Hogwarts.
all this shit, and it's just like online, and it's like, oh, when I go out in the world every day, I don't see all these fucking black people. And I'm like Wakanda. Like I don't see any of this shit.
No.
Like what the fuck? I don't know.
I'm just waiting for the first idiot that thinks Wakanda's real.
It's a place in Missouri, I believe.
Is it?
Yeah, I saw something last night where like people were walking around in Wakanda. It might not be Missouri. I might be wrong about that, but
Like there's an actual place called
there's one
Wakanda.
Wakanda. It's even spelled the same. It's like in Missouri or some shit.
Oh, that's fantastic. I
Yeah.
bet they change their fucking name real quick.
No, they won't. They're gonna fucking. It's white. All the pictures I saw were white.
Oh,
people.
look at us. We're from Wakanda.
They're gonna extort the shit out of that.
Oh, I would.
Fucking yeah.
Absolutely.
So Kevin Smith's fat ass had a massive heart attack.
I'm
How
fucking
massive?
shocked.
How fucking massive is it when your fucking fat ass is taking selfies and shit in the fucking hospital, like hours after it happened? All I have to say is I love Kevin Smith, but I love shitting on him too because he's kind of a cunt sometimes. Just with his work and how he's fucking, he gets mad when people criticize him. Leave me alone. Well,
He
quit
doesn't
fucking.
do that anymore.
He used to. You remember how bad he was about it?
Yes, he admitted
fucking
to it, and then he
whine- he would
apologized,
whine
and he said he
about it.
doesn't do that
Well,
anymore.
quit. Like, sorry, I get it. You're an independent guy, but like, just because you do shit with your own ideas and stuff, yes, you're an artist. That doesn't automatically mean your shit's gonna be good. Sorry,
No.
bud. Then he would get upset when he would get criticism.
Do better.
Do better. Like, sorry, your movies were good in the '90s and now they're not. Sorry.
Because you decided you didn't want to write,
and then he
write
act-
like that anymore.
Yeah, and then he acts like I'm gonna give it up on movies. Like he's had enough. No, you're mad that people don't like your movies anymore.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do this.
That's not the issue at hand here, though. I didn't mean to go off on that fucking tangent, but
I don't know. I still
on
like
a
Kevin
serious
Smith.
note, he's lost some weight within the last couple of years.
Yeah, I know. And then he has the
And-
fucking big one.
Well, thank goodness he has, because this one probably, if he would have had this heart attack
Oh,
like a couple
yeah.
years ago when he was like big, I would have put him under.
Probably. Like he's done.
Yeah, I
Those-
just spilled water all over myself.
That's
Yeah, I think it would have killed him. But
fucking weird.
it is weird. I'm glad he's okay.
Me too. Now fucking make Mallrats.
Do whatever you gotta do.
What
Let
a-
him start. I really think let him start becoming involved in these comic book movies. That's what I want. Because Kevin
That'd be
Smith
cool.
would do it right.
Let him go right for
A
fucking
lot of people,
DC.
I don't like that. Yes, that's where
The
because
DCEU.
he loves DC more than he loves Marvel. He loves Marvel too, but he loves DC. And
Let
like,
him go right for them.
well, he's doing shit with their fucking TV universe, and
That's
I
true.
don't like any of those shows. But I've heard the shit he's directed. I don't know if he's ever written anything for it. He may have, but I heard that shit that he's directed or whatever. Anything he's been involved in has been the episodes have been fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, like it's gotten real good reception. People really like it. That's what I want to see Kevin Smith do. Let him dude. He was a writer for Superman at one time, like the comics. I'm pretty sure or no, was he?
Mhm.
They were trying to get him to do a Superman movie. I believe is the story, but it
Really?
fell through. Yeah, let Kevin Smith do it. Let him write something. Let him write a movie.
Exactly. Let him do Batman
course-
with Ben Affleck. They're fucking like best
Yes.
friends, man.
Nah, not like they used to be.
Yeah, but
But-
still, he will get the best fucking Batman out of him.
Yeah.
If
Sure.
fucking Ben Affleck's working with someone he fucking actually likes, like regardless of whether like they're super close now or not, like
I want to see that script that Affleck wrote for the
That'd be cool,
Batman
too.
because like now Matt Reeves just completely. He's already said they just pretty much rewrote Ben's script. I guarantee Ben's script was probably awesome because Affleck's actually a Batman fan.
well, we said it time and time again. He's a
He's the
fantastic.
best. And it's just a real. It's like a waste of a good Batman because this DC movie universe is a sinking ship.
Oh yeah,
And it's not going to last much longer. And it's just like what a waste. What a waste. And now you're going to get some other guy to play Batman. Who I'm not saying it's going to suck, but it's probably going to end up being mediocre. And it's going to be like,
you're killing your universe.
what a waste. You had a fucking
You had the best Batman.
the casting. They've had some of the best casting. I mean, say what you will about Henry Cavill. I like Henry Cavill's Superman.
So do I.
And the studio fucked everything up in Justice League with the fucking horrible CGI and the making it lighter and like, oh, we're happy. But like they really fucking turned Superman around and he was actually Superman. And it's just like, what a shame. I think Gal Gadot's great as great as Wonder Woman. I just think the casting's great.
Fucking Jason Momoa as Aquaman.
Great.
You made Aquaman badass.
He turned that direction. They used the modernized Aquaman, the way he's presented in the comics now.
Mm.
And what a better dude than actually like Jason Momoa looks like a dude that probably lives underwater.
Yeah.
So like when
he stinks like fish.
When they casted him, I was like, that's perfect. He looks like that. He fits that guy that's
Yeah.
just like he lives underwater.
Yes. I believe him.
Yeah.
I need to watch Justice League.
I want to see what Zack Snyder did with it. Because
Is there a Zack Snyder cut?
see, no one's come out and said like there is one. But a lot of people that worked on the movie, actors, they were like, no, we deserve Zack Snyder's version of this movie. Like when some of the cast and like people that worked on the movie are saying his version needs to see the light of day, then you have issues.
Yeah.
You have issues. They're abandoning the product they worked on for the original content.
Yeah.
I
get your
like I
point
said,
there.
I don't know if there is. If there is, it deserves to see the light of day. I really think you would enjoy Justice League. I don't think it was as bad as people say. I think, like I said, the worst part of it is the horrible CGI that they did to Henry Cavill's face. And
Is it the entire movie or just some reshoots?
no, you can tell the reshoots, and you can tell what Zack Snyder shot.
Uh-huh.
You can. It's clearly obvious.
It's like someone just fucking threw together some pieces again.
Yeah, it was. Ugh.
Is it still obscenely long or?
No. That's one of the issues another issue that it has is that it's a little too short. I think we've talked about it.
Probably.
I think I brought up how I thought it was short, but
Is Lois Lane obnoxious in it?
she's not in that. She's not in it that much.
Good.
Yeah,
fucking
she has no.
God.
The
purpose?
little that she was in, this movie was acceptable. Not Batman vs Superman. It was just too much. She didn't need that much screen time,
No.
especially when it's not a Superman movie. I
No.
understand when it's just a Superman solo movie. Yeah, she's important to the fucking plot, but not in this movie with it setting up your Justice League and definitely not the Justice League.
Yeah.
The little that she was in Justice League, it was important for the plot, so it was okay. You know, it was like, but like I said, I watched it twice now, and the second time I watched it I was looking for reasons to not like it.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, that's what I came up with. It was that, wow, Batman being a little bit too much like Tony Stark was an issue, but Ben made it funny. Like Batman cracking jokes is weird if you're a Batman fan because you know he doesn't really do that. Or if he does crack a joke,
Once in
it's
a while.
funny because he said it. Like if anyone else said it, it wouldn't be funny.
Mm-hmm.
But like he's legit just like saying funny shit. But yeah, the Batman one-liners were like ugh. But like I said, they're actually funny. So like you're on the fence about it. Because it's like, well, I laughed, I chuckled, but it doesn't feel right that he said it, but I chuckled. Like
Maybe I'll get it and watch it with the kids. Oh, did I
at
tell
least
you?
get it out of a red box or something. Give it. I mean, I think you might.
I can rent it in like a week or something.
You know, I think it's already out digitally. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I might as well buy it. But did I tell you I watched that Happy Death Day movie?
Why does that sound familiar to me?
Because I
That
think
title.
I've mentioned it in passing, and it's basically the horror version of Groundhog Day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you have told me about this movie.
Dude, I liked it for the same reasons I liked Groundhog's Day, but it was a straight ripoff.
Yeah, because it's just
Same day over and over again.
they die. Is it?
It's just
the
this-
girl lead cast, right?
Yeah, the girl lead dies every day.
Right. At the end of the day, it ends with her dying, and then she wakes up. She's just reliving her death every day.
Yes.
That sounds hilarious, actually.
It was actually like for a horror movie, it was pretty funny. Like it was kind of like a thriller kind of one, like horror. But like she
It
died
wasn't intended to be a comedy, right? Or maybe
kinda.
not. That sounds like a fucking funny concept to me. Like,
Yeah.
you're just gonna relive your death.
It was her frustrations that were funny.
Yeah.
A lot like Bill Murray's were.
Because that's how it. Because when you catch on,
When you're stuck in forever.
yeah, and you're like, oh, I know what's gonna happen here. You know, like
So like you know how like Bill Murray would make that lady like fall for him every day?
yeah.
Like she would do it to this guy.
Remember, it gets to one point when he's just trying to die every day.
Yeah. It's pretty much that. And but she's killed by the same person every day. Like she's murdered by someone. And she spends every day trying to figure out who it was because
Mhm.
she's just a stone cold cunt. And like you're about like 15 minutes into this movie and you're like, "Oh, I know why someone's killed you."
Oh, okay.
Like that
just
kind of
sucks.
person. Yes,
Yeah.
like you're the fucking worst.
Yeah.
Like no one's going to your fucking funeral. Like so it's kind of like one of those redeemer kind of movies, but like
Did it come out to theaters or was it just a direct to video thing? I don't remember.
it came to theaters and
Was
then
it selected theaters or something? I don't
no,
remember.
it was out for a minute. It just didn't make $1 billion because it was Groundhog Day. We already seen it.
Yeah, I just don't remember ever seeing like, other than like I think you showed me a trailer, but I don't remember seeing it pop up anywhere.
Nah.
And normally even little small movies that no one hears about or wants and sees, like at least they'll come up on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's just weird. I don't remember seeing it.
Oh, it had this like a very quiet release.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think the budget was real low.
Probably why.
I think they pumped most of it into the movie.
Normally low budget movies are always the better movies, anyways. Though.
Dude, it was like surprisingly good.
Yeah,
Like it felt like they spent more money on the movie than advertising.
right. Maybe that's what it was. Let's like at least our product is good.
Yeah.
You know.
It was like you watch many horror movies?
Like modern horror movies.
Yeah.
Not really.
There's been a resurgence recently.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard good things about horror. I'm just not into horror movies that much, and especially ones that come out nowadays.
Like
Because everyone just thinks like, oh, gore is scary. Like, no, like,
That's
and I'm
gross.
not that it grosses me out. It's just like, oh, you had to like, you know what I mean? It's so over the
it's
top.
excessive.
I'm just not into it.
like they're kind of fucking it up now, but the Conjuring movie. That was fucking fantastic. That was like the most terrifying thing I've seen since The Exorcist.
Yeah, I think you've told me that.
Just because that
I've heard good things about it. I've also heard people are just like, it's bullshit. Like, don't go.
I
see
don't
it.
give a fuck about the original. Like if is it true? I don't fucking care about that. It was like a truly like you watch it with the lights off, you're gonna turn every light on the way to your room
Mhm.
on your way to bed
Yeah.
tonight. Like
Psychological horror movies.
Yeah.
That's they're always the better ones.
It Follows. Did you ever see the trailer for that thing?
No.
It was one of the more fucking original horror movie things I've seen in a minute. And it was pretty much, what if some sort of like entity was like a sexually transmitted disease, like you passed it on to the next person,
Right.
and it was just this random, like, emotionless person would just follow you and try to kill you.
Right.
It didn't run, and there was no getting away from it. It'll find you anywhere. It'll track you down, and eventually it kills you. And once it kills you, it goes to the person that gave it to you.
So why wouldn't it already kill them?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if it's like an STD, why wouldn't it goes back to the person that
Your
gave
goal is to fuck someone and give it away.
Okay.
And that just happened a whole bunch.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So there's like an entire chain of
See,
things.
horror
This
movies
thing,
are so stupid. This is why I don't fucking watch them.
dude, I thought that was a fucking neat idea.
It's just like a bunch of like, what's going on in there? And then it's just like someone gets like, I don't know.
The only
That's why I don't
person-
watch horror movies.
The only person that can see it is the thing that is the last person that fucked it.
See, this is why I end up laughing through most of them. 'Cause it's so stupid.
I thought it was a cool idea, man.
I get it. I know. I'm not shitting on you. I'm shitting on the fucking stupid movie.
It was original, at least. Never seen that before.
Originality, yeah. I mean, you can give it props for originality. It doesn't always mean it's good.
I thought it was pretty good for a modern horror movie.
Yeah. Not to go back onto it, but did you see Chris Pratt did a very nice thing and publicly said, "My thoughts and prayers are with Kevin Smith," or he said, "My thoughts and prayers are with you, Kevin."
Mhm.
Whatever the fuck he said, and people are bitching at him about it
Why?
because he said thoughts and prayers. Like, you're completely missing the whole idea of that.
Jesus Christ.
That's a kind gesture he just made. That's not a solution. I get where you're coming from, but stand down, Battle Axe. Like, I get what you're saying. No, the issue with thoughts and prayers is when politicians come out and like everybody's grandma is just like, my heart, my thoughts and prayers are with all these kids that are fucking slaughtered. Like, no, just chill the fuck out. He was making a and then it was news. Why is like Chris Pratt? Like, people were on Twitter just fucking tearing him apart. Like, what the fuck is the matter?
He's a wonderful man.
And they were just like, you're like, seriously, shit. Like, you don't even really care that about him, do you? You must not care because you're sending your thoughts and prayers. God damn, you're completely missing the whole fucking
He
point
made
of
a
this.
nice gesture.
It was a
You people
kind
are
gesture.
fucking... Dude, as big of an atheist as I am, at Christmas time, if someone fucking says Merry Christmas to me, like, I would never ever dream of fucking giving them shit.
I
for
don't
that.
care if you say Merry Christmas to me.
No, it's
say
like
it
that
back.
same fucking
It's
thing.
a kind gesture.
Yes, like people are starting to miss the fucking point.
It's when you're the
Intent.
exactly intent. It's the stupid when you thoughts and prayers is stupid religious bullshit. When you say when there's a natural tragedy,
Mm-hmm.
there's a natural disaster, and you go thoughts and prayers for them. Oh, that's gonna help them so much.
Oh,
Oh, it's gonna. How about going down there and fucking giving them water and shit? No, you're gonna sit in your computer like thoughts and prayers, and then just continue to live your fucking day. Go fuck yourself. That's people are missing the point there. When Chris
Yeah.
Pratt says my thoughts and prayers are with Kevin's, I'm thinking about you. That's what he's
Yes.
saying. I hope you're okay.
I appreciate your time on this planet, and I would like it to
Unbelievable.
continue.
Unbelievable. I read that yesterday. It was like almost immediately after Kevin Smith said he had that heart attack. Chris Pratt did it, and people were jumping his ass. The fuck, man?
People ruin everything.
They really do.
And it's just the whiteys.
Oh, you know it was just white people. You know it was. Just being like, oh, you fucking... Because that's why atheists are such... That's why I don't like to even fucking...
I don't like atheists either.
I can't stand atheists. I don't hate religious people. I hate the ones that like to shove it down your face. Like, dude, I don't fucking come up to you and be like, God's not real. Why do you blah, 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 blah? What do you do that for? I don't do that to you. Don't fucking do it to me. You know what I mean?
The older
Don't be like you need Jesus. You need to go fuck yourself. That's what you need to do.
it's not even like that I have to like not believe anymore. That takes way too much effort for me right now.
Yeah, but see the
I've
things
moved
that,
I moved on from I don't believe to I don't know
I
to
don't know.
I don't fucking care.
Well, it is a little bit of I don't care, but I'm really kind of on the fence of just I don't know.
I would
I'm
love
not
to.
gonna have the fucking balls, that kind of cockiness to be like, there is no God. I don't. The idea, does it sound silly? Yes. The whole Santa Claus in the sky. Yes. It sounds ridiculous. There definitely really isn't one, but like we don't know what happens after we die. Odds are it probably is nothing, but we really don't know. No one's been able to prove that. Just like no one's been able to prove there's a God. But we
You
don't
have to-
know that.
To function sanely as an adult, you have to become all right with the words I don't know.
Exactly. But anyways, but like this fucking people giving Chris Pratt shit. That's why atheists is just as bad as the people they're bitching about.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like conservatives and liberals.
Same thing.
Two sides of the same coin. Fucking
You're both a
the
fucking worst.
diehard religious people, the diehard Christians and atheists, two sides of the same coin. You're both assholes.
And no one cares what you say.
No. And like that's why no one likes you.
You're holding up
No
progress.
one likes an atheist and no one likes the fucking hardcore religious people.
You guys both hold up progress.
Which is funny enough because generally white people. That's what we're saying.
Oh, yes, it's solely white people. I like to live in the gray
I
area.
love white people enthusiasts.
White people enthusiasts?
Yeah, people that are just like, I'm tired of white people getting all bad rep. Well, then quit being a cunt all the time. Because white people are generally cunts.
Right?
I don't see any black people going to the store bitching because it said $2.50. I was charged $2.53. This is bullshit. Like that's middle-aged white women doing that shit. Calm down, you fucking cunt. It's just nerve-wracking, man.
It is. It's just. I'm ashamed. I try
Like,
not to be that way.
like you have to see this when you're on your route, okay? And say this lady, someone's outside. You know what kind of when you see a middle-aged white woman that's a cunt, one of those
I
middle-aged
can
white,
pick them out of a
you
crowd.
can pick exactly. Thank you. That's what I was going at. You can see him coming. You're like, oh, I know exactly how this is going to go down.
I can also.
I know exactly how this is going to go down.
I can also spot dumb white dudes.
And normally, yeah, that's easy too. You know when you know what's going to happen. Excuse me. Here we go. This is going to be nonsense. She's going to be rude as fuck. And 9 out of 10 times, she's rude as fuck. I mean, are you stupid? How hard is it to do your job? I'm sorry. Do you even have a job? I mean, I work from home. Actually, my
I
husband.
have an online business.
That's always what it is. My husband is like, no, okay, so you don't do shit.
No.
So go fuck yourself. Tell me how hard it is.
And your online
I
business.
raised my kids.
No.
I stayed home and I raised. Oh, you got to sit in your pajamas all fucking day. Oh, it's
You got
so
to
hard.
not-
It's so hard being a mother,
You got to not wear a bra while you took the kids to school.
right? You didn't have to get out of the car. You didn't have to put clothes on. You just had to drop them off
Yeah.
and go home and then do
You
what?
were-
Sit on your fucking fat ass.
There's
Because-
not even dinner.
Because 2 of the 3 kids aren't even there. So, what the fuck? Calm your fucking Jesus.
Did I tell you what happened to me the last
And then
time
now
I was
everyone's
on
gonna
my
be
way
like,
here?
"Oh, they're woman haters."
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a
little
fuck.
bit. No, did I tell you what happened to me the last time I was on my way here?
No, you didn't.
All right, so I stopped at Sheets to grab something to eat, and there's this guy that instead of he had a list of shit. Instead of just ordering it all on one order, apparently a bunch of people had just given him money and what they wanted. He fucking sat there and he typed out every order individually and then proceeded to go to a fucking cashier and with a straight face said, I have all these tickets. And he sat there as a crowd formed, me in the crowd, and as she tried to figure out all these fucking tickets that he had to pay for individually.
See, that would be all right if it was like you and another buddy.
Yes.
And you wanted to do 2 separate orders.
Yes.
But fucking figure that shit out before you leave the house.
No, order it all in one. You have all the money, you idiot.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like, why would
Figure
you
that
do
sh-
that?
Figure that shit out because they're gonna tell you what and you're gonna. I don't know. Everyone generally knows what Sheetz food costs. It's expensive.
Yes.
But be like, okay, he gave me $5 because he wants this. So yeah, make it all in one.
yeah.
Like, yeah, that's kind of a dick move.
So I walked up there. I was
It'd
like,
be different if it was you and a buddy, and it was just like, I only had this 20. You got 3 5s. I only want this. You want that, and so I did it in 2 separate orders. That's not a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, but like, if you're talking like, you like,
he had at least
like
9 tickets.
oh my god, so we're like 9 separate orders.
Yeah.
So that probably took forever. Get out of line and be like, can I?
And
Why
there's
don't
just
you ask him to call up a different cashier? Be like,
and there's
hey, I'm gonna
another
be-
guy just wandering back and forth. And like, I got up to the front and I was like, "Hi, I'd like you to ring out these 7 orders because I don't fucking know any better." And like, because the guy was 10 feet away from me, trying to get his fucking 19 orders.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty ridiculous.
naturally, I have to fucking cause a scene.
If you're gonna do something like that, why wouldn't you when you're approaching the cashier, give them a heads up?
Yeah.
Listen, sorry, I have all these separate orders,
Yes.
and then maybe suggest you might want to call somebody else up here
Yes.
to handle me by myself.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna
Because
take
like
a
I'm sure the
minute.
poor kid behind the register was probably just like, Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? Like you couldn't fucking,
She was like Jesus Christ when the line got about 15 people deep
dude. And
because
I'm,
it was Sheets on a Saturday.
right, but I'm sure she was also like internally motherfucking this dude because
Oh yeah.
that's a shitty thing to do.
And when I walked up there and said that to her, she was still frustrated, so she didn't think that shit was funny at all until she looked up because she halfway thought I was serious.
Oh God.
Like her stomach sank when I walked up there and said I had these 7 separate orders because I don't know any better.
She was probably like ready to be like, you motherfucker, you better not. How terrible.
I just had to say what everyone else was thinking in that fucking line.
Yeah, because they were. Because that's ridiculous.
Well, if you don't confront people and at least draw attention to it, they're gonna keep doing that shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Ugh.
But how outrageous just to fucking come in and do that.
Yeah, I hate public.
Yeah, they generally suck.
That being said, we're at about an hour, and public. We're gonna have everybody on this fucking thing this weekend. Birthcast comes out next Monday, episode 100. I'm excited. Hurrah!
Monday, March 5th.
March 5th. We're gonna do that. Gonna be another big one. What else did I have to say? Also, episode 100. So this is our last episode in the double digits.
100.
We're gonna be swapping out new music as we do every 50.
It's just going to be cool because it's the birthcast, but it's also 100. So it's got even bigger of a meeting than last year. Because last year was just like random. It was just a random episode.
Yeah, it's episode 37.
Yeah, but this is like it's kind of got bigger meeting.
It has some extra special attached to it.
It's it's truly like the celebration of the podcast more than me and you. So I don't know. That's why I'm excited
Me too.
for 100. I don't really care that it's fucking like, oh, it's our birthdays. I don't really give a fuck about that. I'm just excited. It's like
I'm stoked on that.
It's 100. It's a celebration.
Yes, like we did something special.
Right.
I feel special.
Yeah, we made it to 100.
I'm special in a good way. All right, man. We'll see you guys next week if we survive.
We'll be fine.
Bye.
Bye.